Hey, I'm Dr. Paul Dyer. Welcome to a podcast of I'm diving deep. Diving deep means, I'm going to bring you onto this little storyline. Every Bridges, we're here every Monday, 8 p.m. Bridges live on Instagram and Facebook, and you can always catch this on my webpage on Dr. Paul Holistic Science. But today is a long day. It's been going on for quite some time. My oldest child is going through a birth of her first child, and it's difficult. But I'm here. We've been here for well over 20 hours. Hopefully, she gets some rest and sleep. And if you've been through a childbirth, if you haven't been through a childbirth, if you think you would like to understand about childbirth, everyone has their own circumstances that go with childbirth. Some people can't have children. But what we're talking about is diving into deep of the emotion. So, from my perspective, my oldest my mother passed away when they were young, and so every time, for me, when they go through these milestones, I feel for them because they definitely wish their mother was here to rejoice in this. And I'm sorry for my speech because, like I said, I've been up for over 20 plus hours, and it's been getting difficult, and seeing my daughter cry and go through these emotions and pains, whether it be physical and just being tired in and out. But I want to share this effect that it has on me because I understand where my emotion stays or lies when I see my children who, because I have two sets of kids, but when my first set of four, when they lost their mother, it was very emotional for all of us. And things come up, and things get dug out or refelt again. But the one thing we keep trying to do is work on this healing, not because we don't want to miss what has gone, but we want to understand what we are now in the living process. Because when things hurt, and they still hurt from the past, is because they have not been healed or accepted. Whether it be going through a breakup and you still feel that you should be together for whatever reason, and you hear that song. There's a different type of sadness that comes over you. You can be missed. Things can be missed. We're not talking about missing, great love in your life or great moments in your life with a person. But when things are not accepted, there's a pain to it. Mourning isn't pain. Mourning is not pain. You can go through it, but if you stay in the mourning state and it is painful, then there's not acceptance. So when you're diving deep into an emotional state, like I am with my daughter who is having her first, I am not here for me to be emotional, even though I am. I'm here to allow her to be as emotional as she wants to be and be safe. That is what love can do for others. It's to allow them to be safe without questioning them. Why are they? Why will they? Why should they? Why could they? Why won't you? If you start asking them all these whys, they're never going to feel safe. And the thing about asking why, and I've said this about why is a negative word, and you can this is not a challengeable thing. But the reason why is it I feel why is a negative word is because you're questioning your own beliefs. I'm not saying you can't challenge your belief, But when you question it, you have doubt. Doubt creates confusion. Confusion creates separation. Separation creates distance. Distance creates falling. So, can you ask a better way of getting to look at it a different way? Absolutely. But why isn't it? It's like when someone says to you, someone says, I love you. And you say, well, why do you love me? Are you challenging their love for you? Or are you challenging what you believe that love is? Because you're not being specific in the why. Because whatever they could say may never, ever be good enough for you. May never be good enough for you. So their answer may or never will be, cover your why. Unless you are looking for something specific to answer something specific. Emotions are not just, feelings can be fleeting, emotions are stable. Because once they sink in, they stay. And they'll stay right there. And then when they stay there, they'll stay in the body. And when they stay in the body, they stay in different organs. And they'll start setting up camp and tents and growing and using its longevity. That's why we do the different techniques to help clear this. So I want to thank you for listening to this podcast. I love you. And I'm Dr. Paul Dyer. Thank you for listening.